Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Worthy, Worth It, and Priceless. I am your host, Tammy Simmons. And this episode is titled, Have You Really Lived? And it was something that I had to ask myself. Throughout the years, I know that I have been a people pleaser. I have been making sure everybody else was straight, even before I was straight. You know how everybody else's, maybe likes, dislikes, all this other stuff. And I've been aware of everyone else's situation, but a lot of times when it has come to me, I haven't been the best at it. Even I've talked to you guys about it in previous podcasts and everything. There was even a time when everything settled, and when the dust settled, I realized that I actually hated myself. I hated myself for the decisions and everything that I made and all those different things. But what I'm realizing now is that if God took me yesterday, because I don't really say like today, but if God took me yesterday, would I have been happy with the life that I lived? And aside from writing books and all that other stuff, that's materialistic, or that's using talents. But it's like the quality. Did I really love myself? Did I really um take out that time to really, like enjoy life? You know what I mean? And of course there were probably moments, but you know what, if we're honest, and I will always be. The thing about it is I spent my life, majority of my life, trying to fix myself. I spent the majority of my life trying to fix myself. And it was not just fixing myself for me, but it was fixing myself for everybody else, because I was always often around people who made me feel like I wasn't enough. So I was constantly trying to fit into whatever mode, change their mind about me, and things like that. And I'm nobody's victim, but at the end of the day, that is how I live my life. I knew how to be what everybody needed me to be. You know what I mean? Just basically to keep the peace or whatever. And now it is, I can say sometimes it's hard to actually be Tammy, because at the end of the day, kind of like what I was saying in the last podcast, it's like when other people have that trauma, they place it on you. And so at the end of the day, I was so much into pleasing everybody else that I didn't know who I was when everybody left. So when everybody left, I'm like, hold on. You know what I mean? Like, who am I? Do I really like this? And do I really, you know what I mean? And God had to pull back those layers of, what do I like? Who am I? In spite of what everybody else has said. And so now I'm trying to get to that point. Like, as I've talked about it in other podcasts and everything like that. Even the whole situation about my hair. It was as if, like, a lot of times I like not having hair. But then when I was possibly dating somebody, they probably like me more with hair, so I would grow out my hair to please them, but you know what I mean? I was uncomfortable to please other people, and that's not what God wants for us. So at the end of the day, I'm asking you right now, have you lived? And not only that, who are you at your core? If if you lived a life of people pleasing, now just say none of those people are here in your life anymore, and that is the case for a lot of people. Not saying that they passed away, but their season in your life is gone. Okay. With that being said, who are you? What do you like to do? Where do you like to go? What would make you happy? Even if it didn't cost any money. Like, would it be dancing, watching your favorite movie, things like that? Things that allows you to catch your breath. Get back into those things. Even even if you like to walk, like start doing things with the time that you have left on this earth, however long, short, or whatever. But make sure that you do things in your life that make you happy. Enjoy yourself. Start learning new things, new hobbies, something. Do something that makes you happy. Pour into you. All that love that you've given to other people, start giving it to yourself. As if, you know what I mean? Because you matter. And that is what I guess this whole podcast is about, is letting you know that you matter. The thing about it is we've made sure that everybody else knew that they matter, but are you making sure that you know that you matter? Because you do. You matter. People will try to make you feel as though you don't. Because at the end of the day, they don't want you to see that you do matter, because once you do, you won't be doing for them. Then you'll see them with the real eyes, because they're probably trying to make you feel like, oh, there's so much that you have to change and you have to do this and you have to do that. But in all actuality, it's actually them that have to do the work. But if they can keep you down, if they can keep you thinking that it's you that needs to do the work, then you will never put your eyes on them and you will never see that they actually have no place being in your life. But they're comfortable. And so the whole point about it is they're going to make you feel like you have to do work, so you'll never see the the flaws in them. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's not about other people, it's about us. God gave you 24 hours in a day. Make it count. I'm not telling you to go out here and rule the world, get a billion dollars. I'm not telling you to start a business. None of that. I'm telling you, I'm asking you to start doing something for yourself. Start looking in the mirror and saying that you love yourself. Hug yourself. Let you know that you matter. Start being kind to yourself. You've been through a lot. Everybody else wasn't kind to you, but you, please, I beg you to be kind to yourself. Love yourself. All that stuff that you poured out into other people, pour it into yourself. Even if you have to go to Dollar Tree or even be at home, make yourself a card of the things that you would tell your friend or, tell someone by the stuff that you're going through. So what I mean by that is, just say if you're having a hard day, write a card to yourself. You know what I mean? And say, all the things, you know, um, give yourself your favorite treat. Like I said, you can go to Dollar Tree and get a little bouquet of little roses, spend a couple of, $2, $3 but do it for yourself. Start receiving love, and it starts with you. I know everybody's talking about kingdom spouses, and I have as well. But at the end of the day, before you can receive that love, you have to know the love that you deserve. And you do deserve good love. But I will ask you to give it to yourself first. So I hope this podcast has helped you. Um, I hope it blessed you in some sort of way. If you need more resources, they will be on the website, worthyworthitpriceless.com. And I will be updating it a lot more, because who knows what's going on with social media accounts. But either way, um, I will be having things on the website for you as well. Resources, there are some now anyway. But either way, always know that you have worth. You have value. You're worthy, worth it, and priceless. Be kind to yourself.